Yep.
Yo.
We back.
We's busy back.
Episode
Dang.
111.
I think it's 111.
Yeah, 111. Episode
Let me
111.
just check my Palm Pilot real quick.
Real Palm Pilot. I ain't heard that in about 20 years. Palm Pilot.
It's so funny.
Did you have one?
Never had one.
Okay, I'm about to say.
I always wanted, but you know when that was out, we were like teenagers, so
Yeah, we was young.
I ain't had no business, even if what was I gonna do with a Palm Pilot?
But low key, did you have? Look, speaking of that, did you ever have a two-way?
I know, but I had a sidekick.
You had a sidekick?
I had a sidekick.
Was it T-Mobile then?
It was T-Mobile.
Okay,
Yeah.
right, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't have a two-way. I didn't have a sidekick. I think I did. I had a Nextel.
I had Nextel. I think everybody had. Remember that was a cool thing to like.
Because I used to chirp my homies.
Yeah,
I used to chirp my homies all the time. So I had Nextel, but I always wanted a two-way because remember in the 2000s, the two-way was you was considered cool if you had a two-way.
If you had a two-way, yeah, that was like if you like you was big business. Then.
It was right.
That was so funny. Like the stuff that was cool to us now. Like kids will see that now, bro. They'll be like, "What is that?"
Yeah, they probably like, "What is this thing?"
You ever see like on TikTok the teachers? They'll show like teachers our age, and they'll show kids like. A CD player or a CD. They don't. It's crazy. Like they never know. Like they never never use a telephone.
You should see how they look when they see a payphone.
I know.
They'd be like, "What is this?"
We was using them dirty payphones, bro. Like we used to go like rub it off on your like leg, thinking you.
We
did
use
something.
payphones.
That's why we survived COVID.
Yeah, because we
had every germ there was.
we lived in the era with a lot of germs.
We lived in the era where, bro, we used to drink out the water fountain.
Yes.
We used to drink out the water hose.
Yes.
Yeah.
And use payphones.
We were certainly spreading.
That was disgusting. Payphones disgusting, man.
You couldn't pay me to look. If I was using a payphone now, like I would have to have like Lysol wipes and alcohol, like. I would have to have all that to even touch it.
I showed my son a CD player. He was like, "What's that?"
That is so, and I still have CDs.
I still got them too.
I refuse. You know what I did? I bought. I still have CDs and I still have DVDs.
I still got DVDs too.
Like from my CDs, I end up like getting rid of. Like remember back in the day, you used to make like your own like compilation.
Absolutely.
Like yo. Midnight Love.
Absolutely.
Yo, 12 play
man.
Yo 12 play CD.
I had it on deck, boy.
That is crazy. Like
you had a lot of music though. I remember you had a lot of CDs.
I did. I had a
day.
whole bunch of CDs back in the day. Because remember, you used to have a LimeWire.
Yeah.
And they used to corrupt everybody's computer.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
LimeWire was the shit, man. I don't care what nobody say.
LimeWire
was the
crashed
shit,
a bunch of our computers.
It did, but think about it. It was damn near worth it because you can get any song.
Yeah.
Just like that, fast.
Yeah.
And then, man, I remember, LimeWire, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, we just dated ourselves.
We did. We definitely did.
We back, episode 111. I'm Coach Mo. Got Tise over there.
How y'all doing?
We back in the studio. Sonic Palace. Finest studio on this side of heaven.
On the finest town, this side of heaven.
On the west side of Chicago. Shout out to Sound God Mike. If you got music and you want to engineer it right, you gotta holler at Sound God Mike. I'm telling you, he won't mess you up. Tease, we got another week that just passed. It seemed like this week flew by.
It did.
It felt like it flew by a little bit.
It did. This month.
Is it still your birthday?
It's still my birthday.
Oh God.
It's still my birthday. It's going to be my birthday. So I usually give it up because I have a lot of July birthdays in my family.
Yeah.
So the first one's gonna come up this Saturday. Well, yeah. So no, that's the second one. So I'll give it up for my godbaby. His birthday is Saturday.
It's Saturday?
So he turned 14. So I'll allow him to take over the month.
You allow him to take
I'll
over?
allow him to take over. Then after that, I have a cousin's birthday on the 24th.
Dang.
And a cousin birthday. And my brother-in-law birthday is on the 25th. My brother-in-law, Clarence, his birthday on the 25th.
Shout out to Clarence. Hey, I know you listen to the pod.
Little clients.
Clients.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. So I guess I can let it go this week, bro.
Well,
Tomorrow will be my last day for my birthday, guys.
She lying, y'all. She gonna celebrate this thing all the way through.
It's tomorrow my last day.
I feel like of all the people that I know like I'm close with or I know a lot, know well, they were born in July and September.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes. Yeah. I'm with you there, bro, because we know a lot of the same people.
Yes.
It's a lot of July.
July and September.
September and November for me, too.
For real?
A lot of
See,
November.
I don't feel like that.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's me and like two other people.
No, it's November and my family is loaded.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My dad's birthday is in November. Your birthday is November. I got two cousins' birthday right in November, right back to back. Yeah. November is it's a heavy month for me.
November's a great month. But,
it's all right.
Don't let nobody tell you anything different.
It's all right. It's a month for mean people is what it is.
A month for mean people?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hey.
The month that mean
Scorpios,
people were born.
You
Oh my God. Scorpios for
Sagittarius,
sure.
fellow Sagittarius, y'all heard that?
Yes.
A month of mean people.
Yes. Scorpios for sure. Sagittarius for sure.
Sagittarius are not mean. We're just people that are just
Or
misunderstood.
Or just me.
We're misunderstood.
Okay.
Then once you get to know us, you be like, damn.
Dang,
y'all
he
cool
really
as
is
hell.
me.
Nah, man. You know that's not true, Tise. You already know that.
Yeah, okay.
We great people.
I didn't say y'all wasn't great people, but y'all got a little something on you. I don't know what it's this little
something on
y'all
you.
got a little something on you.
Well,
little spice.
You still got a little something on you.
Got a little spice on you.
Appreciate you, Mike. A little
Thank you,
something
Mike.
on us.
Yeah, y'all got a little something on
Well,
you.
I think we touched a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I definitely do.
Anyway, Tyler Perry dropped a movie on Netflix.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tyler Perry.
Shout out to Tyler Perry.
He always giving people jobs.
He
I will
does.
say about Tyler Perry.
He does.
He can give people jobs, and whether it's talent behind the camera, he got people jobs. He keep people working. I actually watched the movie twice because I wanted to be sure that I didn't like this damn movie, and it confirmed it.
You actually watched it twice, bro?
Because I wanted to be sure. I want to make sure I wasn't tripping. But everything that I thought the first time I watched it, I felt the same way second time. I don't know, Tise. I feel like when I watch Tyler Perry movies and everybody's like, well, what do you expect? This is his movies. I get that. But I just feel like in all his movies, he depicts or portrays, I don't know, the trauma of men in his life.
Did you watch his documentary?
I did.
Yeah.
And I think, like, even with this movie, Divorce, what is Divorce in the Black?
Divorce
right?
in the Black,
So,
yeah.
First of all, the way it started off was OC. And I should have cut it off. I should have cut the damn movie off. We start off at a funeral.
That first
funeral
5 minutes
scene.
was definitely wild.
The family gets into it with the pastor's wife, which is also the main character's daughter's husband. So the family get into it. The mom of the brothers, who was burying the dude, I guess one of her sons was fucking menaces anyway. They get into it at the funeral. The mom says, get him up out of there and take him up out of here. So the boys proceed to grab the coffin. You know how Paul Bearers grab the coffin, you walk it out? She say, no, get him up out of there. So they pull the body out of the casket.
Yeah.
And they carry him out the damn church.
Yeah.
I should have hit stop. I should have stopped right there because I from that moment of that scene, I was like, this some bullshit.
Yeah.
But I kept going, and it took me down again. It's just, it's not even the acting, Tise.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the storyline of that movie. And I love Making Good, but you could just tell her using the word nigga, bitch. She's not used to saying that.
Right.
Cussing.
Right.
She's not used to that.
Yeah.
And when she says it in a film, it's almost like she's forcing it.
Right. Right.
And it's funny because, we can laugh and be like, Well, how the hell do you say nigga? But I guess
it's not a part of her vocabulary.
you could just tell it's not a part of her vocabulary.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I didn't like the movie. I know some people liked this. A lot of people didn't.
A lot of people liked it.
I saw that.
A lot of people.
Then I saw yesterday he got a 0 rating from Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't pay attention to Rotten Tomatoes because a lot of times that could be trolls, that could be robots, that could be it's good movies that have gotten low ratings. So I don't really trust.
You ever see one get a 0? I've never seen that.
I don't know if I've seen one get a 0.
It made me want to look it up. Like, damn, a 0?
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen one get a 0, but it yeah, they not trustworthy, not to me.
So what did you think about the movie? Because I know you had thoughts in the group chat.
I thought the same thing. After those first 5 minutes, bro, I was like, see, this is why I don't do Tyler Perry movies. Because I was like, you know what? What makes me upset with Tyler Perry is it's the same story over and over.
Over and over.
And it's like it's a downtrodden woman who husband or boyfriend has, treated her wrong, and then it's another light-skinned guy comes save the day. Always come save the day, and then it's just like, we've seen this story 100 times. Like, I would like to see him explore love without trauma. Like it is a thing. Like everybody doesn't go through those traumatic things. A bunch of people do, bro, but it's just like, bro, can we get a different story? And it's like, I understand like these are experiences that he based, maybe that he's come in contact with. But and the truth is, we've all been to funerals, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, we've been.
So
there.
it's like but it's like, I feel like his movies translate better if they were on as the play.
Okay.
Because I've seen some of his plays. So if that scene with the whole take the body out was in the play, I probably would crack up laughing.
Right. Most people would.
Because it's a different setting, and you expect it to be dramatic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in the movie, it's just like he could have just had them arguing. He could have had them all make a scene, because again, we know black funerals can sometimes people always could have. It's always like
always.
it always like I remember like one of my cousins' grandmother passed. Okay, we was at the funeral, and one of her, I think it was her grandson or one of her nephews, big guy, about 6'5", bro, 300 plus pounds easily. And he at the casket, he falling out, crying, and he's huge. So my cousin's uncle got up and went to him and said, "Get up. You too big. Ain't nobody get ready to pick you up. You got to get it together." He was like, "Get up."
He said, "Get up, you too big."
Yeah, when I tell you I was in tears, like, because he was too big.
He's big.
You too big to be falling down on grandma's casket, because who's going to pick you up? But I'm just what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy stuff that happened at funerals that he could have done. If it was a comedy, I think it would have been. But it's supposed to be a drama. Like, what is that? Was just so stupid. It was so stupid. It was so extra. And it's the writing. Like, he needs more. He needs he could have had the same story, and it could be told differently if you had different writers.
True.
Because I didn't think Megan Good did a bad job. I didn't think Corey Hardwick did a bad job of acting. They were acting the words they were given.
You could tell.
They were acting the words they were given, and the words were not good
at all.
A lot of corny, predictable stuff. And now my thing is, Divorce in the Black, to me, they didn't really discuss that. Like, Divorce in the Black, the premise was supposed to be like coming out on top, like a Black Friday. So now we're not in the deficit anymore. But I feel like they didn't show enough of the goodness, of turning a bad situation into a good. It was just, it started out dramatic and ended dramatic, and I was just like, to be honest, I got like 5 minutes left, and I was just like,
you said forget it, huh?
I was just like, because it was like I got a phone call and I paused it. I was like, you know what? Never mind. I'm not even gonna turn this back.
Going back
I don't even feel like watching the rest of this, because it was just. And I feel bad, because I truly do love Tyler Perry. Like, I love what he stands for. I love that he has his own studio, and it's just like, you have your own studio. Like, it shouldn't be. It don't just. It's just bad.
It was
just bad.
It's bad. It was. I don't think it was written all that well, and
it's looked low budget too.
It kind of did look like almost like a Tubi feel.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, like one part, like
Tyler Perry's a billionaire. He has his own studio.
It just didn't look right.
It like the whole church scene, like that small church. And I know down south there are churches that are small like that. Like I've been to, even like in rural. Like
my grandmother's church is like that down south.
It's like that. Yeah. It is like a one, just like a long entrance. The choir sitting in the front, got the little podium, and it is like churches are like that, especially down south. But and it makes me upset too. And we can talk about. But it's just like for somebody that grew up in church, I feel like he never gets church scenes right. It's like always like it's just always like a bad church scene. I hate that. I'm like, it'd be like, what church y'all go to?
Except like, the one in Diary of a Mad Black Woman, when he got that right, when the mom,
which one?
When the mom walked in the church, because remember, she was on drugs, and then she got clean, and they was in church having church service. It was that movie, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. So when she walked in, they was singing that song, "Father, can you hear me?"
Okay.
So she walked in, and then that was probably the only one of the church scenes that was believable.
Yeah. Because people do come to come to the front of the church and they have dramatic hugs.
So that was believable.
You know, we grew up.
We know about it, so we know about it.
We for sure seen that.
And then the like Megan Good's father in the movie was, I forgot old boy's name, but
is it Lawrence, Jacob Lawrence or something like that?
I think you're right, because he used to date Beyonce's mom, right?
They used to be married.
Oh, that's right. They was
married. Yeah.
So he acting all big and bad preacher, big and bad preacher.
Yeah.
Got guns and stuff. He go to the house of his daughter's ex-husband, because I guess he had in the movie he had words with his wife in the grocery store and grabbed him.
I saw that
so
part.
So he went to go look for her. Got a shotgun on his shoulder. He pull up they living in a trailer home, by the way. So Tyler Perry, you wild as hell for that. They living in a trailer home. He pull up. He talking about, I'm going to shoot y'all. They end up whooping his ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whooping his ass.
Yeah.
And I'm saying to myself, now he's all big and bad, got this gun, and they whoop his ass.
And now he in the hospital.
And in the hospital.
Yeah. He shouldn't have been going over there anyway. Like, it was ridiculous, bro. It was like, people were saying this, like I said, people did like it, but the people that didn't like it were definitely saying this is probably the worst Tyler Perry movie ever.
It's up there for me.
It might be up there. Maybe those Madea Boo movies, but to me, those are like clowning movies. Like, those are supposed to be like goofy.
They supposed to be goofy.
So I don't really.
But this one?
Yeah, this is.
No, this was bad. This was bad. This is like, I know, but see, he never gives me two good movies in a row.
I'm surprised. But bro, that other one with Kelly Rowland was bad.
You thought that was bad?
I thought that was bad.
I hate the way it ended, but I thought.
But you like Kelly Rowland, so I don't know that you would really give a. I don't know if you were really
bad.
Exactly. I don't know if you were really being honest about
Kelly Rowland. Don't do nothing
exactly
bad at all.
I don't know if you're really being honest about the movie.
She makes living look great. All right, she don't do nothing bad. Okay.
I didn't like it because for the same reason it was bad. It was. I don't think the acting was so much bad. It's the storyline that be so predictable.
See, I liked it. I thought it was. I liked it. I mean,
bro, them on the floor, rolling around, having sex in paint. Be for real.
People do it now.
In paint.
Yes, they do. That's like seriously, look it up.
Like a fetish.
Yes, like for real.
Child.
When they paint their body.
Yeah, people paint their body, but like I'm just thinking like nobody is like actually having like paint chips in their coochie. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of weird. Like dry
paint chips.
Bro,
paint
dry
chips.
Can you imagine like having paint on your member and you're having sex with somebody like and that paint dry and now you have chips on your own.
No.
See what I'm saying? Like that's not real.
You can't use paint thinner to get it off your dick. Sorry, excuse me.
I just hate. And then I hate like too like his language on how he talks. Like he thinks it's sexy. Like when Kelly was in the elevator, and it's just like I can hear I can hear your heartbeat when I'm in here. Like, you want me. Like, I hate that
So
corny
it's
stuff.
funny because a lot of women loved it and they love him.
He looks good.
So a lot of women loved. So this is why I didn't know you didn't like the movie.
I did not
know you
like it. He looks good, and I know like some guys can say stuff to you in a forceful way and be like, "Oh, okay," like let me clutch
your pearls.
clutch my pearls, But it was just like you can tell that it's Tyler Perry writing this, so it kind of loses sex appeal to me. You know what I'm saying?
He probably definitely wrote it.
Yeah, I wasn't jive. It wasn't.
But hey, I mean, y'all can check out. Divorce in the Black. Check it out if you haven't seen it.
Check it out or don't check it out.
I mean, if you don't.
But it's been number one. I ain't gonna say that. Check it out just because.
It's been number one.
Run the numbers up because I want to see.
Yeah, on Netflix. Yeah,
I want to see them, do good. But I want to see Megan do good.
And I don't. And the way she said Dallas, I hate that name now.
You know what's funny? My great grandfather name is Dallas.
Get out of here.
Yes.
I ain't never know anybody named Dallas.
Dallas Teague.
I never even heard of it. Dallas.
Dallas Teague. Yes.
She kept saying that Dallas.
Yeah.
I'm like,
that was my grandmother's her grandfather.
Really? Wow. Yep. Dallas Teague.
Dallas Teague. Well, that's how my cousin Juan.
Yeah.
That's how we related. Like so.
Shout out to Juan B.
That generation of my great grandfather and her grandfather, they're brothers.
Okay.
So yeah.
So that's how y'all. Okay, that's how y'all related.
Yep.
Cousins.
Cousins. Yeah.
What else happened? Oh, some big news happened last Saturday. I think it was last Saturday. In a little small town in Pennsylvania.
That's Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday. I know it was on the weekend. I just know it was on the weekend. I think it was Sunday, or it might have been Saturday. Yeah, it might have been Saturday afternoon. Somebody tried to take out old Donald Trump.
They did.
And they tried to take him out. And it's funny because the shooter fits all the stereotype, the description.
It's almost too...
It was just too perfect.
Too perfect.
But he shot... He rang out some shots. Donald Trump got a bullet grazed in the ear, and unfortunately, an audience member died. But that was a wild. Let's see. It was a Saturday because, matter of fact, I was watching that because I stopped watching.
Saturday.
I stopped watching the WNBA game.
Yeah.
So it was a wild. I gotta be honest, Tise. Again, I love Twitter. I'm telling you, I got a love hate relationship with Twitter. But a moment like Saturday is why I love Twitter, because I was scrolling on Twitter while watching the WNBA game, and all of a sudden, one tweet says, "Breaking shots or the media at the time used loud bang noises at Trump rally." So I'm like, oh, okay. Then more tweets. So I was like, let me turn to CNN. So I turned to CNN, and they have footage. They were showing what happened. So literally, I sat there on that Saturday afternoon for about 2.5 hours watching nothing but that coverage. That's how engulfed I became in watching it. But I have to be honest.
How when 9/11 happened.
Yes, that's how I felt. Yep, that's how I felt. So, but I have to be honest. I didn't believe it. I was really like gunshots.
Yeah. Nobody
ran. Nobody screamed. Nobody ran off. I'm like, that may have been firecrackers. So for about an hour, that's how I felt. So then more stuff started coming in, more news, more. I guess they discovered more and more, and then it finally came out that somebody tried to kill him. Now, I switched from CNN, Tise, to Fox News on purpose, and boy, let me tell you.
Why did you take that energy in?
Because part of it because for this right here, what we do, I wanted context. You would have thought he died. The way Fox News was pretty much almost giving him like an obituary, like a eulogy. You had this one guy, he was so visibly upset. He was turning red, talking about this is ridiculous. This is the Dems' fault. They got to stop saying Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. This is their fault. And you should have the people they kept having on. I see why Fox News, I'm going to say it, they do this on purpose. They want to be anti whatever CNN is. Mm-hmm. Because some of the stuff they say, there's no way in hell they can look in the mirror and say, I believe that.
They're feeding a specific
group
of people.
They literally
so they know what they're doing, and they know they're feeding a group of people that, to be honest, and not, no offense, but a lot of them are uneducated. There's a lot of uneducated people that's gonna just take their word. And when I mean uneducated, they're not gonna go back and search anything else. They're gonna say whatever Fox says, and and they're gonna repeat that. Yeah. And they're gonna take it as law. They don't have any other view of anything. That's what they say, so it has to be true.
It has to be for them.
And they regurgitate that stuff.
And over and over. And I watched them for about an hour and a half, but like I said, at one point, I just didn't believe it. I thought this was a setup. I didn't believe it because for me, of all the shootings that we always either see on video or we've been around gunshots, when you hear gunshots, you don't look to see where it come from. Most of the time, you see crowds just disperse.
You see black people do that.
And that's another thing. That's another thing, which is why I was like, it couldn't have been gunshots because the way those people reacted, it was like they knew these ain't no gunshots. It's just some loud noises coming from somewhere.
But they used to guns too,
in a different
also. Way that we are.
And they know how it sounds too.
Yeah.
But obviously, as time went on, it came out that yes, a man tried to kill Donald Trump, and the details of it for me, I still scratch my head that Secret Service would allow a man to be no less than 400 yards away in plain sight. Mm-hmm. On top of it looks like one of those trailers that you see on the trains or what the trucks carry with a rifle.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I do think they tried to kill him in real life. I think Trump is. At first I was like, this is a stunt, right? Like this is to push him over to the top so he can go ahead and win. Like this is gonna be his, dramatic moment, which it is.
Wait, let me be clear. I felt it was a stunt before I found out that somebody died. So let me be clear.
Right.
I don't want to never minimize.
No. It's not minimizing. Death. Absolutely not. So I thought it was a stunt, but I do still think it was a setup. Mm-hmm. Like that's just a conspiracy in me. Now I don't even think it may not even been to Donald Trump. Like I don't think he planned to almost die. I don't think even in his silliness, I don't think he planned to be like they almost got me. I think somebody did want him dead, and I think they that they were gonna do that in front of all of us. Like I think that was a real thing because I don't believe for the Secret Service. Like that's like so many people had a total lapse of common sense, bro. Like I just found it hard to believe that the Secret Service is.
I'm gonna add more context to the Secret Service
as much as they do surveillance for days, blocks on blocks,
but days.
You
weeks
always
out.
know when Barack Obama is in Chicago, because there's certain places when he's home, like when he's out south, you can't go and walk nowhere for blocks.
Nope.
Okay, like you just can't do that. Mm-hmm. So I just find it hard to believe that a former president that he was left that much in the open and nobody saw it. That just doesn't make sense to me. Like that's an inside thing for real that somebody definitely wanted to offer me, and it could be like because to me he is a threat to democracy. It's always funny to me when I hear Republicans talk about violence when nobody has incited more violence since Trump was in office.
That's why when they say stuff like that,
it's mind-boggling. Like you can't be serious.
That's why I watched it. You can't
be serious. No one has incited more violence than he has as the leader of the country.
Yes.
In our lifetime, I didn't even know other Republican presidents. I haven't seen them do that. Like
George Bush wasn't even like that.
Neither Bush. Neither Bush. I mean, maybe internationally with war stuff.
But not
they
like
never like. They won't be on the mic saying, do what you gotta do. We're gonna get you
Yeah.
and hit him hard. I
Take
wish
back
I had
the
a.
Capitol.
I slap him.
Yeah,
What
like
he just get that talk so reckless.
He do.
It's a joke. Like when he came into office, those 4 years, I don't even remember, bro. Except for it was just being like a joke because it was just like we really have a reality TV star as a like America has to redo so much stuff, bro. Like because there has to be some. We just gonna let anybody be president? Like you don't have to have no political background. He ain't even been a alderman.
Nothing.
You have not served the people
He's
in
never
no
been a
capacity.
public servant, ever.
I mean, at least Reagan, yeah, he was a movie star, but at least he was the governor.
I'm about to say he was a governor.
At least he was, local before
Yeah.
he became president. This man went from being on The Apprentice to our real president, and people are like really think it's a thing. And I'm just like, he was always talking about Republicans being dumb before he became in office.
Yes.
So it's like, how do you all back somebody? He's so untamed. He just says anything. Like that is no way for a leader to run the country. Like this is our face for international things, more so than anything. Like Congress for us, which to me that's the bigger story. No matter if Trump is here or not, like if we don't take care of Congress, we're going way back.
Going backwards.
We're going way because the Congress now they're going to shut down anything that's progressive, anything that is fair because they want it to be back to when it was basically, we were in a state of servitude, and it can't be like that. Like our even since when Trump, the minute he got into office, the first thing they did was just he changed the landscape of what's supposed to be the Supreme Court. Bro, the Supreme Court, our highest court, is compromised. Like imagine a case that with some like on some real stuff that it used to be like you go to the Supreme Court because you thought that was gonna be the top of the line and the most fair chance you would get. There ain't no fairness no more. You got it's high progressive and it's high. I'm sorry, it's heavy conservative and it's far conservative. Yep. It's not even people that just normal people that are spiritual. These are wackos.
Well, just look at the last law they just changed.
That's wild.
A bill that stood for how many years, and then they just changed it last year. That's huge.
Yeah.
So you're right.
Yeah.
It is.
It just changed it where you can. He's trying to get like if cops do something, they have like just supreme immunity. Like this is so we're basically gonna have to turn it to a lawless country.
That's very dangerous.
Anything without order. It's
dangerous.
It's gonna self-destruct, and people like think it's a joke. I'm like, it used to be a joke, bro, to say like we need to move back out of America. No, we need to move. It's not safe. You can't have it's lawlessness, bro. And if you have it's gonna be lawlessness, and basically he's gonna be a dictator. And like people think it's a funny. I'm like, I don't want that world. No. I don't want to live in a world like that because that's kind of world ain't never been good for our people that look like us.
Nope.
So why would people that look like us support him? It ain't even about like supporting all the policies and stuff like that. Somebody that promotes divisiveness, like it's like they had more black people on stage than was in the audience.
But you know why?
It's a joke.
But it's intentional.
It's absolutely.
It's intentional.
Like, but they think we're that dumb.
Yes and no. Yes. Mm-hmm.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
They do. Cause ain't nowhere in the world you got Amber Rose.
Wait, before you go there, don't even go there yet. That's next.
Okay.
Cause I know you got something to say about. I'm gonna let you get your shit off on that one.
I ain't even gonna say. But I'm gonna be calm.
But to go back to the assassination, so hours after, I switched from CNN and I went to Fox News. Mm-hmm. So they interviewed 3 former high-ranking Secret Service agents. Mm-hmm. All 3 of them were pissed off. Mm-hmm. One guy said that he had been a Secret Service agent for 20-some years, retired, whatever. He said, number one, there's no way that there should have been an individual that close, 400 yards from where he was laying to a direct line to where the president was. He said that's a no-no. He said number 2, there should have been drones. Should have been drones flying around the whole time. He said number 3, what really makes it look bad and why he said why he's so mad is that they're trained when there's a threat, you cover the president.
Sure.
You can't even see the president in plain sight because there's so many. You're trained to cover him. You're trained to not even think about if there's another threat. Your job is to get I forget what they call them. Like, I don't know. I guess when you're a Secret Service agent, you regarding the president, there's a code word.
Sure.
So he called it like Hawkeye or some shit. But he was saying like, you're supposed to move him out immediately.
Right.
He's like, you don't care if there's other threats. Your job is to get him out. He said, by them allowing him to stop and get his shoe and wave, he said that's a no-no.
But they were trying to get him out. Trump, being who he is,
and he said, and the panelists brought that up. He said, no. We're trying. You forcibly remove him.
Yeah.
You say no. And you move him to the car. The car is waiting. The door is open.
Right.
You push him in, and that car drives off.
Right.
He said, watching that whole thing, he said they did so much wrong, and how they reacted. The time he was like, the head of the Secret Service needs to be in front of Congress, answering questions because what they did almost cost Donald Trump his life.
Which makes me. Was to my initial point. Somebody wanted him dead inside. Because I'm going to refuse to believe all those things, bro. When you are a trained person like that, I'm not going to. I know adrenaline goes and sometimes you forget some things and but those people are different. You're in a different mindset. They have a different alert. I'm not going to believe they forgot all those things. And I just don't believe it.
And the second guy's tease, this what really got me fired up. The second guy said they reacted too late. He said, whether it's shots or you don't know what it is, he said it should have been 5 agents running up on the stage right away.
And that's why I believe it's not done. I believe somebody wants him dead.
He said
I believe somebody wanted him dead for real inside of our government. That's my belief. I don't have because that's just too much of a dunce move. And then too, like Trump, like. I mean, his face, like, to take that picture with his fist.
I got it in my phone.
If they wanted to, if the shooter had not been neutralized, or if there was another shooter, he's dead. He's dead, bro. Like you said, he was not covered. He was not in safety. Like, at least when he was on the floor behind the podium, I believe the podiums are bulletproof. I believe they tell them to duck down, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that's some kind of, like, protection. So when they duck down, I think that's... that does have some kind of shield, but to get up, put on your shoes, and then have this moment of photo op, it's just the dumbest thing I've seen. Like, I just can't believe. It was a perfect
photo op too.
It's absolutely insane.
The photographer got the picture. You can tell he's looking up at him when Trump's doing this. So it's like the perfect moment where he doing like this. That just goes to show
you, in the moment when somebody almost took your life, you thinking, let me take a photo op. Like, that's just can't, like, it just be like America is a joke. You can't be serious, bro. That's like me, I get shot right now, I'm like, put my lipstick on. Like, hold on, don't let me die without my lipstick. Like,
put my lipstick on.
I'm worrying about, like, I just got shot. What am I worried about, like, what I look like? Like, it's insane, bro. It's embarrassing.
The third guy they brought on there, he said that what pissed him off because they were showing the video. So they were showing the video that came out of the Secret Service guy on the roof, the sniper. And then they were showing how, like, he waited till a shot was fired first before he shot.
Why would you wait?
So the ex-guy said if he saw that guy in plain sight, he was like, he should not have hesitated.
Right.
He should have just took him out.
Yeah.
He said, that's your job.
Right. Why are you there?
You answer questions later.
Unfortunately,
he said when you're the sniper, you take out the threat, you answer questions later.
Yeah.
So he was like, because he was pissed off. He was like, why would you let him get a shot off?
Yeah. And this is my thing too, and we have to prolong this, but why is it always every time it's one of these shooters, it's a young white boy that was bullied and he had all these access to guns. It's like a textbook thing in America for
they always go to that.
for this kind of stuff, for like any kind of insurrections or attacks. It's always the same thing. It's like
they always go to that.
And if this is the thing, well, y'all need to be checking on young white boys then. No, seriously. Well, if this is what the thing is that y'all gonna try to promote to us, which I know it's not, because it's plenty of white boys that don't act like this.
A lot of them.
But they try to, in the media, it's always they use. And I believe somebody used this boy.
But you see how they ran down? They ran down his political affiliation.
That's what I'm saying. It seems too textbook. That's why I'm like, he's this young boy. I don't know. I feel like he was recruited.
You think he another Lee Harvey Oswald?
He just
a pawn.
I do.
Because that's what people were saying. They was like, this boy is a pawn. They use him.
I do. I believe that. Especially if all things are true. If you are somebody that's being bullied, bro. You know, these online things, you just don't know how this stuff go. You in these online groups and stuff like that, and you don't know who else is in there with you. You already know everything that we type in or we put on the internet is nothing is secret. There's no privacy. Like I know people that work for the government that check Facebook all day for threats.
Yeah, that's all they do.
So they do that. They check. Yep. They check to see like in your they check for keywords. They check for stuff. They can tell you right now. I know somebody. They can tell me right now how many people on my friends list are registered offenders. They do that.
They know all that.
You can that boy could have been a young boy in one of these crazy Facebook groups in there with some other wackos, and he could have been recruited. That's what I believe. I'm not saying that's what happened, you know what I'm saying, but I just don't believe that this young boy that just went up there and he just
like we don't believe Lee Harvey Oswald killed John F. Kennedy.
No.
So I get what you're saying.
He may have done it, but I'm saying he could have actually done it. But I'm just saying, I don't think it was an original thought. That's my point. I don't think it was. He woke up. I think it was planted in his head to do that. I don't think because especially if he's a registered Republican, I just.
Then they interviewed, like, I guess people he went to school with, and they were talking about him. He was bullied and this and that.
But they always humanize those people. They don't do black boys like that.
I said to myself, well, they got these actors.
It's absolutely acting, bro. That's why you can't believe nothing. You really can't believe nothing. That we don't know what's real. That's the messed up thing about social media and the world we live in with access. You don't know what's real, what's fake. Because they look like actors. It was too immediate. Y'all just found his high school, and then all of a sudden y'all got all these videos from this boy in school. Like,
they got everything.
He don't have social media, but y'all got all these videos.
Everything.
This is weird.
And I ain't trying to be funny, but you see how he looked,
bro.
He fits.
That's why I think it's a joke.
He fits the perfect joke, profile.
I think that I don't know. It's just the conspiracy in me says something ain't right. Something ain't right.
Oh, well.
Yeah. We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Something ain't right.
I'm sure it'll be a movie on it soon or coming up, I'm sure, about the incident.
Yeah.
Let me get a rewind, Mike. Now, let's get into the Republican National Convention that started on Monday in Milwaukee. I got a lot of family in Milwaukee. Shout out to my people in Milwaukee.
That's family there too.
So they kicked off Monday night, and they brought Amber Rose on stage, who I didn't really watch what she was saying, but the one thing I saw on Instagram that stood out was she made a statement that said, "I finally realized that these are my people." So, Tise, I'm gonna go ahead and let you. What are your thoughts on Amber Rose? And she's been endorsing Trump for quite some time now.
This past year.
So people
she getting a big bag.
Some people saying that. Some people saying she's been paid to do this.
She getting a big bag. She's a dodo bird.
Okay.
Always been a dodo bird. Gonna keep being a dodo bird. But she a paid dodo bird. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's the type of person I hate. That she's a culture vulture. Yes. See, people think culture vultures are always, somebody that's not of your culture in the sense of like if it's black, it's a white person or somebody else that's not black.
Like
no,
Dad
cultural vulture could be somebody that steals from culture, right? Yep. Benefits from it, yep. And then turns their back, on. That's what she did. Yep. And she has done nothing but get famous off of black people, but she doesn't claim that she's black.
Yep.
I have a problem with that.
And Joy Reid ran her down on that,
I have
too.
a problem with that.
Yep.
So you have gotten rich off of black. You got rich, first of all.
Off the culture.
Off of being associated with another dodo bird, Kanye West. Right? And I love Kanye, but let's be for real, right?
Bird.
So you got famous for being with him or whatever, and then being with Wiz, and then get run through with the all rappers, whatever. That's fine, but it's not even believable. To me, again, it goes to show you how disconnected politicians, Republicans and the Democrats alike, how disconnected they are from reality. Yes. Black people don't give a shit about Amber Rose. We ain't taking we always knew she was a clown.
Yep.
Jocelyn told us she was a clown.
Yep.
So we don't take any political cues from her. So to think that she's going to get up there and that's going to be like, you know what? Amber's up there and now I got to vote for her. She's a joke to us. She's a joke to the majority of the people in the community. And the rest of the people don't even, like, our parents don't even know who that is. They don't care about her. Nope. But to think that, and the people underneath us don't know who she is. They don't care about her anymore. She's not associated with no rappers anymore. She's not gonna be black. She's damn sure. Nobody cares about her anymore. So to think
we
that
only care when she get naked. That's it.
Well, that's me and care about her getting naked. But she is an ex stripper. So I mean, she's a pretty lady. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, why would you take it? Well, messed up
political advice from her.
Political advice. I mean, even forget being a culture vulture. This lady had a whole slut walk.
She did
for years, supposedly for women empowerment, and because for women, for people that were being assaulted, you know what I'm saying?
I never understood
and
that. And
for women that were like, basically, she was trying to be like, we can dress how we want to dress. That doesn't excuse your behavior.
I never understood that.
That was like her premise. Like, just because we can walk down here naked, no man should attack us.
Okay, I get that. I understand that part.
You know what I'm saying?
That does make sense.
Right.
But I didn't understand, why did you have to call it a slut walk?
That was stupid. But whatever her brain explained it or whatever. But someone, but here's anyone that had a woman empowerment movement, and then you align yourself with a party that has done nothing but take women's rights. That doesn't make sense to me. That's brain dead. This is someone this is a party that has literally said, women, if you want birth control or if you don't want kids and you want to control that, you can't do that. And they're trying to ban things that you have control over your own body. And you, who a woman who's supposedly this feminist and was on this feminist movement until 2 days ago, but now you got that bag, you know what I'm saying, that money hit the account. Now you with your people, girl, get your goofy ass out of here. She's definitely pissed me off more than anybody, because it's just like, you have sucked the black community dry of trying to be connected, and now like people just do anything for money, and it's sad. It's sad. Like, she look like a joke up there. Like, it's a joke, and it's not. It's like, it's funny, but it's not funny, because it's like, this is our country, bro. Like, people think this stuff is funny. Like, no, this is for real. That means your daughter, my god kids, my nieces, that means if something happened to them, and Lord forbid they assaulted and they get raped by a stranger, they can't get rid of a stranger seed in their body.
According to Republicans, no.
Or if you're a mother and you have to have a choice between your life and a baby that may not even be fully developed yet, but if you have to terminate your pregnancy, that's a hard thing for women to do. Nobody should be able to do that, to be able to decide that, but that lady and her mate. The government should not be saying, you can't do that, which is crazy, because the Republican Party all about less government, but the government's doing nothing but mandating stupid stuff. That doesn't mean they're mandating things that taking control from us. So how does a party that wants less government but then place things in place via government that prevents us from having rights?
Which I don't. This is.
What are we doing here? What is this? It's like bro, I really feel like it's an entire Twilight
This
Zone.
is why when I see people like Waka Flocka and
Rich
Amber
people.
Rose
Rich people.
talking about they pro-Trump, and I just really wish somebody would ask them, other than the tax aspect and the money aspect,
That's it.
what else do you understand about the entire agenda?
That's it.
Like, because if they read the Project 25,
That's not new. Just
which is not new,
renamed.
if they read that, how could you be for that when it affects the people that look like you,
Yeah.
and it affects the people who supported you, who bought your music, your clothes, whatever you into?
Because they're rich. When you get rich, they think that they're in the tax breaks affect them. Us normal people, like the middle class, is damn near gone. Like in America, because the gap between obtaining wealth and us working class people, it's getting wider and wider and wider. And us to obtain even it's hard. It's harder and harder now. So their brains can't function because they just all they care about is they money. They're not thinking about, I came from the hood, so even though I'm rich, my cousins that all work, every day, work 9 to 5s, the tax cuts really gonna make it worse for them. They don't care about that because they're rich and they want more money in their pocket. And it's not like they're gonna trickle it down and pass it on to somebody. It's greed. It's
Very
greed.
much greed.
And that's gonna be the downfall, because in history, that's what has been. Greed has always going to self-destruct. It seems good now, but it's gonna self-destruct.
Again, man.
Nations have failed because of greed.
It has.
And we are on our way.
And nations have failed with dictatorships.
We are on our way.
which is why I like to use the words the founding fathers. Which is why they kept a constitution, because they saw how other countries like England, at the number one at the time, had dictatorships, and they didn't want that over here for this country. And you have a man and other people that are pushing this agenda to try to make this a dictatorship. And again, he doesn't apologize for it.
Yeah. Trump is uneven.
He does not apologize for it.
He doesn't. And the people that support him don't apologize for it. And the party gonna do what they're gonna do with or without Trump. That's what people don't understand.
Yeah.
They have an agenda. Their Project 25 is gonna get pushed through as long as Republicans are controlling the House, controlling the Senate, controlling the Supreme Court. That stuff is gonna go through.
And right now,
people need to pay attention locally to their senators and representatives more so than the president, because the president is really just the face. He can't pass laws.
So right now, who controls the House?
Republicans.
Republicans, okay.
Yeah.
And the Senate is what?
I think Republicans control both.
Because I know one year
it depends. It depends on voting.
It flipped.
Depends on how the voting goes.
Because didn't Trump's was it his last 2 years? It flipped, or was it his first 2 years when he got in there? I can't remember.
I don't remember. It goes back. It just depends. So people that's what I'm saying. Your representatives, the people that we send to vote on our behalf, that stuff is important. People got to, more so than to me, it's always been, because those are the ones who make the laws. That's when you can't get mad at the George Floyd, act not being passed because Congress didn't pass it. Yeah. Who we got in Congress? So if your Congress people don't support that, then we should stop voting for them.
I learned that in school, so that's why I pay attention to civics in the government.
Well, a lot of people didn't.
But you can tell by their social media posts.
They took our jobs. Yeah. That's so stupid. That's been in my head all day because that's so. Anybody know me? Y'all know I love South Park. It's an episode of South Park where they were trying to act. It's like South Park be ahead of their time. Yeah,
ahead of their time.
And they had a episode where they were talking about people from the future taking over the jobs.
Uh-huh.
It basically tell me what we're talking about now.
Uh-huh.
This was years ago.
Uh-huh.
And so then the hillbillies was like, these people from the future came here, they took our jobs. And then everybody said, they took our jobs. And I don't know, this is so stupid. I don't know why I've been saying they took our jobs. Like, I've been saying that all.
I know you have.
Bro, it's so stupid. I've been saying that all day.
Out loud, too.
They took our jobs.
Ladies and gentlemen,
now y'all gonna be saying that.
Ladies and gentlemen. So y'all gonna be saying that when y'all hear this episode.
Yeah, that's funny. I'm sorry.
Hey, the last thing I want to talk about, WNBA Allstar weekend. This is a big weekend. This is a really, really big weekend for the WNBA. I was disappointed that Sabrina and Caitlin won't be in the 3-point contest.
Do you think they chose to do that?
It came out today that they declined.
Okay, so it wasn't a
The rumor
okay.
is, this is the rumor. I don't know how true this is. The rumor is they're going to participate in the NBA 3-point contest in February. That's the rumor.
Okay.
They're going to, them two are going to, the rumor is those two are going to be on the same team against somebody, two from the NBA.
That would be good.
That's the rumor. I don't know.
But still,
how
why would you? Why, that's okay. That's just more exposure. Why? But I still don't know why would they decline.
I would like to know why they declined too. But yeah, they declined. Apparently, they didn't want to do it. I don't
Maybe
know
they
why.
think they too tired.
I don't know. I was just disappointed because I
was disappointed too.
I want to see like two of the best shooters in the league,
right,
compete in the 3-point contest,
right.
But this weekend it's going to be out in Phoenix, which is another fabulous city. But this is probably going to be one of the biggest WNBA weekends ever.
I'm sure of it. And
I think you're going to see.
It was pretty big last year.
It was big last year.
It's going to be.
I think it's going to be bigger, and I think you're going to see more celebs there this year.
For sure.
And the game itself.
The Aces bring the celebs out.
They do.
I know because they in Vegas too.
They do. They bring them out. They bring them out. They're gonna have the game on Sunday though, or Saturday. On Saturday.
Yeah.
That game I feel like is gonna be really good.
I think so.
Because you got the women that are in the Olympics on one team, and then you got like the All-Stars of the WNBA, and they're young with a few vets. I think that's going to be a really good game. A really, really good game.
I think so too, bro. I'm excited about it.
I am too.
It's been a long time since I've been excited about a WNBA weekend.
A lot of people.
Because I usually, like, if it's on, I honestly, I go in and out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I go in and out of watching it because I just really, this year, probably towards the end of last year when I really started following the Aces, so like in the last season to this year's when I really started rewatching the WNBA, because I used to watch it all the time, and because like I said, my sisters, they used to play basketball, they love the WNBA, so it's just like you watch it by default because they used to watch it. But it had been a while since I actually was like, even like last week, just watching the game on a Friday, like a random game, just being on. Like it's been a while since I've actually followed them like closely like this. So I'm excited to see the weekend. I think one thing for sure, people always like to compare the two between, Caitlin and Angel, which is stupid because they're two different players. But I think it's gonna be fun for the players to see them together. Yeah,
they're gonna be on the same team.
On the same team,
which will be fun because I know it's heartbreaking for a lot of you to know this, but those two don't hate each other. They actually like each other.
They don't hate each other.
They really like each other.
They don't hate each other.
They embrace each other. They understand.
They're competitors.
They both understand what they mean to the game overall, to the big picture. But I know a lot of you people want them to hate each other.
And they don't.
They don't.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, just too bad for you guys.
Yeah. But I think Angel is more marketable than Caitlin, only by personality. Her personality is I think because a lot of the celebs, like Angel. You know what I'm saying?
do.
And I see a lot of celebrities posting her, reposting her. So I think that she's gonna bring I think the WNBA, they with that deal they got was good for them.
So the deal was, and I love how it came out the same week as the All-Star.
But they had been planning this. They had been renegotiating this for a couple of years, though, right?
They have been negotiating this the last 2 years. Okay,
because the ratings were going up the last 2 years.
It was.
Even though they took off once Caitlin started playing, but people they were improved. It's been a slow climb, but when she came in for whatever reason, well, we know why. It took off.
So the WNBA has agreed to a $2.2 billion new media rights deal with ESPN, Amazon, and NBC. And
That's what's up.
And this deal will be over for the next. It will go through the next 11 years.
That's what's up. I mean, that's really good. That's really huge for the women.
But it's huge because now and salaries will start to increase. Mm-hmm. So now these women will make more money.
Yeah, and then maybe they won't have to go overseas.
They won't. They'll make more money now.
And then you know what's is good too, bro? Because I think at least for the next. I say the next 5, the NBA, they probably projecting how long Caitlyn, Angel, and all of them gonna be in the league. So let's just say they give it a good 10-year run. Yep. They gonna get their money.
They probably know.
Then you got more players coming in that's gonna be popular.
Yeah, it's gonna be
everybody
popular.
Everybody is waiting for Juju to come.
Everybody
waiting for Paige to come.
Paige will be next year.
Yes.
We gotta wait 2 more years for Juju.
Right. So I'm saying. So they got the NBA. The WNBA has. They got a good lineup for the next few years to where they if they capitalize on these young girls with these young followings, it's gonna be
and it's more girls, women, young ladies that
we
are
learning.
really good.
Yeah,
that are. You'll see this year in the NCAA. You'll see like it's the women's game on the college level. It's going to be good the next 3 years.
And I think this is the first time. I can't remember what player it is, bro. She used to be in WNBA. She was talking about how a lot of times in WNBA, rookies don't get to play for a while. She was like, this is the first time where you seen so many rookies and they good. And she was like, that's good. Because she was like, I remember when I was a rookie, I didn't play, you know.
Sat.
And she was like, they sat or they all get cut.
Yep.
And so she was like to see like before Cameron got hurt, but you got her, you got Angel, you got Caitlyn, you got the Rakia, you got it's another girl, another rookie on I can't remember which team she on, but another big one, another one that's making a big impact. I think she's on the Mystics, not sure, but anyway. They was just saying how it's good to see so many rookies playing because that doesn't happen a lot in WNBA because it's always vet heavy and it's hard to get a spot. So she was like, it's good because it's not that many teams. So she was saying how happy it was to see them playing. So I'm excited. I think it's good for the girls' sports, and I think the girls have gotten just like the NBA has gotten more athletic, more better. I think the girls are the same way. Like it's girls like one of my friends was talking about Kennedy Carter and how she played, and they was like, that's a dude number. Like she put up numbers like dudes do. But they was like, she cold.
She had 34 the other night.
She did
against the Aces. She was killing them, man.
But just imagine nobody would pay. Like even she's been in the league before. She's been out the league, but nobody really was paying attention to her. But now they are.
I think she's finally with a coach
that
understands her.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's what I
think.
That
know how to pull her in when she's doing too much.
Know how to sit her down.
Yeah,
know how to talk to her, and I think she is comfortable.
Yeah,
being with.
She said
Coach
that.
Spoon.
She said that
because it's a person can have all the talent in the world, but if somehow they just don't connect on that level, on court, on the field, you won't get the best out of them.
Right.
But if you can connect with them, they'll run through that wall for you.
For sure.
And I think Spoon has found that with Carter because she had been let go. Mm-hmm. She was drafted by the Dream. Mm-hmm. Something happened. Unfortunately, they cut her. Then she got with somebody else. They let her go. Mm-hmm. And it's working out here.
Not the Lakers, the Sparks.
It's working out here with Spoon in the sky. So
she love it here.
She do. She said it, yeah. She's been playing her behind off. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the Sky. Give the Sky 2 more years. Mm-hmm. Give the Sky 2 more years, y'all. Yeah. They're gonna be really, really good.
They are.
They doing some things to the roster now. Mm-hmm. They're gonna be really. Give the Sky 2 more years, y'all. Yep. They're gonna be good.
I think too. When Camilla when she learned how to use her size in the WNBA, between her and Angel, like that was their thing when they first got in there. I would say nobody gonna get no rebounds on her. Yeah. I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe when she started late, but when she get, like you said, give them a couple years. When she learned how to play and use her body for the, for grown women, she bigger than anybody. Nobody should be able to ever, get anything on her.
People don't understand.
She a big girl.
Unless you like, she is huge.
Yeah.
Angel is long.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Camilla is tall.
Yes. Yes.
I'm telling you, like when you look at them, you like, damn.
Yeah, those some tall girls.
Some tall girls.
Yeah.
These some tall girls.
Yeah.
Like Asia is like 6'5".
Yeah, Angel is low. And you see, you know what's funny? You can tell all of Coach Staley, her girls. Her girls are long, but they athletic, and they
fucking good.
Yeah,
too.
they really good.
They good.
Yeah, yeah.
I like to see when she be at the games though.
I be like him with her commentary when she watching them play against each other, and she'll be like trying to root for both of them. It'd be so funny.
And she be cracking jokes on them too. I like that. But they all got a great relationship with her though. Yeah. They all got a great relationship with her. So. Yeah,
she's definitely gonna be a Hall of Fame coach.
She probably, sure. I bet she's gonna be at the All-Star game.
Oh yeah, all her babies gonna be there. She got Aaliyah there. She got Angel.
She got Asia
there.
Aaliyah.
And one more person.
She got one more. She got one more to play. I think.
I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
Yeah.
So they all be there. I mean, it's. Make sure y'all tune in and watch
the girls.
Watch the girls game this weekend, y'all. You got anything else?
That's it, bro.
No shout outs.
Good to be back in the studio. Good to be back
in the Sonic Palace.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Barber Bomb. Appreciate y'all rocking with us. Fellas, I told you, go get that beard oil. They got the beard oil. They got the beard.
Somebody said, I know somebody commented on our page and said, can we get a Southside discount code?
You know what? Because you said that, your boy already working on it.
Yeah, so go ahead and work on it, bro.
Working on it, and I'm going to drop that link real soon.
All right.
But shout out to all the listeners, man. We appreciate y'all. Continue to hit that subscribe button. We're on YouTube. Make sure you share that page, subscribe to the page. Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Make sure you follow the IG page. We dropped a clip today. Tise letting all the ladies know that
my man.
She wants her man to think for her at all times.
I sure do.
So make sure y'all check that out. But episode 111. We'll be back next week.
Peace out.